Welcome to Core Concepts from Dent Gaming. Let's see this build. Hey guys, what is up? I got another build for you today. This is God Laser. Let's go ahead and break this thing down. We have got a IB-C03W1 colon WLT011, or as I like to call it, the Walter Rifle. The Walter Rifle, this thing is amazing at full charge impact. It is decent at a normal range. They actually did buff it for patch 1.07, which is cool. I'm sorry, 1.07.1 is out now. Oh boy, look out. But they mainly just fixed some missile reload issues that weren't quite syncing up. So that's really the only big update for that. So no need to put a full-on video out on that. That's basically all they did. But anyway, so this did get a buff on that patch. It got a projectile speed buff, which is, again, kind of weird they don't put that in here anywhere. It's kind of nice, but this is the main punish weapon of this build, but it has other avenues in case it needs to do that. It is running a Ludlow on the other arm. That is mainly for target suppression and just to make sure their stagger stays up once it's there. I've got a dual Truenu setup, which is the exact thing I was referencing earlier when I said it's got other ways to punish. These can definitely do it with a direct hit adjustment of 215 and combined attack damage here of 830, which is kind of nice, assuming both missiles hit. So, main battle strat here. We hit them with this. We hit them with the missiles until they decide to get staggered. All the time we're pelting them with machine gun to keep them staggered while we're charging this big honker right here. And then as soon as they get staggered, or even better, right before they get staggered, you unleash the danger noodle and you go ahead and melt them away. And that is how that is done. That's the battle strategy. Anyway, moving on to the actual build, we've got the VP44D head, which is just an immaculate headpiece. I love it. The only thing you can really knock this thing for, honestly, is the kinetic defense. It's a little bit low, but I mean, look at this EN load is not that bad. Also, it's got great attitude recovery, or attitude stability, I apologize. Yeah, this is a great headpiece. So if you can put this on, I highly recommend this. Not like I said, it's got a really good EN load to attitude stability ratio. It did get, I think it also got a buff too in 1.07. I'm thinking no, it didn't, because this was always the third highest stability rated head in the game. So yeah, I think the next highest is like the Case War, I think, yeah, 498, and then after that the Mind Beta. But yeah, it's definitely still a strong head part. I kept this on because I wanted to make sure I had good defenses. That's really the real reason why I kept it on there. It's pretty solid. It's done me well, so I decided to leave it on there instead of switching to the Mind Beta once I unlocked it, because it is a little bit heavier and I need to squeeze every little bit out of this crap. Plus, I also like that my AP is actually over 10k on this build. I think that is just, that's kind of chef's kiss, as they say. You know, just that's the goal, to get these somewhere towards 11 and then get this over 10. I think that's a good place to keep him. So I decided to leave that head part on. F-Mira core, mainly because there's no other core that would completely cooperate with me. I needed lightness, and I also needed the generator output to be pretty strong, because yeah, this Walter rifle here, man, it just hoovers up energy. It's insane. Anyway, but okay defenses, a meh AP on here, and just garbage stability on this. So I gotta make sure I stay mobile, which is why I needed to squeeze every bit of speed I could out of this design. Melander C3 arms, because I lack an imagination, and these are my favorite arms, so I threw them on there. Honestly, that's a pretty good synopsis of why I put these on here. You could pretty much run whatever you wanted to run. Honestly, if you wanted to run something with a little less firearm specialization and a little more recoil control, that would be pretty good too. Something like this would be great if you wanted to add some more armor to it, but I decided to opt for the just keeping that firearm specialization in there. The reason I do that is because I do alternate. So when you fire this at full charge, it does create this, well, I'll just show you guys. So that's just a normal shot, and then this has got a two-stage charge. So we got this, which is, it fires a nice fast beam. You see how fast that thing went? And then you've got a full charge shot, but on full charge shot, it switches you to a manual aim mode. So really your it doesn't really matter what you're targeting, what your firearm specialization is at that point. So, and I use it mainly for that charge shot. So, anyway, that's pretty much where I'm at on that one. So yeah, but you can pretty much swap these arms out for higher AP. Like actually the Melanders would be a really good call because it does get you up and over that 1100 hump, and you get even more AP. So it wouldn't be that bad. It doesn't slow you down too bad. Definitely want to throw this on your build if you guys are making one. This is definitely good arms to try out on this build. Anyway, moving on, I got the Mind Alpha legs. Those are the Albas. There we go. I got the Mind Alpha legs. These things are just awesome at stability. I freaking love them. Pretty well balanced defensive stats here and a great AP to boot. The other things I really don't like about these is how heavy they are. I think that's just kind of crazy that they're that heavy. And then the EN load is a little high, but they are very solid legs for sure. If you were working on this, you could probably actually get away with running the Howl legs. Defenses do take a hit, but you can squeeze on that extra stability to EN load ratio, and it lightens you up just a little bit, which sometimes can help your QB. It's not helping me because it's just too close, but it does help in recovery. But I mean, it's up to you. That's one of the great things about the game is you can custom fit the AC to your combat preference. Moving on to the inner parts, we've got the 06 speeds, mainly because this thing's, I run it pretty much away from the opponent all the time. This is one of my runaway builds. I got a buddy of mine that absolutely hates fighting this thing because he's like, it's just so stupid. You run away and you shoot me with missiles and those missiles always hit. That's just kind of how it goes, man. That's just, they always hit because of the FCS I'm running. Oh, what a good transition. Missile block correction at 105 and really good medium range assist should he decide to go beyond the 130 to 150 mark. I kind of forget what close range is. I think it's 130. But yeah, that's where the 80 comes in very handy. Also for those, when I'm not using the full charge shot, definitely helps me lock on the target better. Generator, Aorta. Yeah, I wanted to give him a generator that was coral based, mainly because I wanted to stick to, I heard a rumor that if you use a coral generator and you use coral weapons, it actually makes the weapons hit harder. I don't know if that's actually true. I haven't field tested it, mainly because I think coral is classified as an energy. So if it's got the energy firearm or energy firearm spec, yeah, I don't know if that affects it. I haven't really tested it because I haven't really needed to, honestly, because this thing hits like a truck. It's if you can get the combo off, which I was fighting a S rank one time, just goofing off. You know, he wasn't taking it completely seriously. And I actually managed to catch a win with this, and I was just like blown away that I was able to do that. But this build is a lot of fun. It's definitely fun to harass your friends with. I do it all the time. We have a saying in my friend group that if you can't beat God Laser, you just need a trasher build, because he's pretty easily beaten once you understand his weakness, and that weakness is constant pressure. So, but it is a fun build. I do recommend it. Anyway, moving on, we got Pulse Armor. Yeah, mainly because you're constantly running away and you also need to stay mobile. So I thought that was probably the best way to go. Okie dokie. So now we've gone over battle strategy and the build. Let's go ahead and test this thing. Come here, Freud.
Main system.
Alright, so like I said, we are going to charge this honker right here. We're going to do a full charge. We're going to spray with the machine gun. Basically just spray just to keep him at bay. We're going to launch these. And as soon as we get him where he's either a good shot to get him in stagger, or as soon as I get him in stagger, I'm going to release that. I'm going to release that giant laser rifle. And I usually like to put him a little bit below, because once you release that thing, it is just merciless. Oh, he's coming in for a blade. I know it. I know this algorithm. Back up. There we go. Oh, I didn't get it. Oh! So you can quick boost out of it and go directly into another charge, which is something I forgot to mention earlier when going over the combat strategy. But I'm actually just now realizing this, but this would actually be a wonderful build for a quadruped? Like a tetrapod? I think that would be something to look into if you, because then you could fire the missiles without going into a firing stance and stay even more mobile. You guys should definitely, if you decide to pick up this build, give that a test run. I think I might actually do that too. Alright guys, that was God Laser. If you want him, his share ID is GLRL0QX5FW2L. I had a lot of fun using this big giant robot to blow stuff up. Please like and subscribe. Thank you and goodbye.